Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I look forward to working with you. That'll be awesome. No, I agree. It's definitely a beautiful day today. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm glad I would talk with you. I've got somebody that I need to talk to right now. Yeah, I look forward to connect with you. Thank you too. Have a great day. Smartphones. We definitely all need them. I'm Brian Tarr from Simple Bytes. And thanks for taking this time with me to be able to share some time together. My company Simple Bytes, what we do is help you get the skills and tools that you need to be successful in social media. I'm a social media coach. And like in sports, if you want to move from being an amateur to a professional, you need a good coach who'll teach you the skills you need to get there. And that's what we do at Simple Bytes. We teach you the skills and tools that you need to become a professional in the social media area. I'm glad you took some time to spend with me today. Let me ask you a question. Would it be okay if I took some time with you to teach you how to be super successful in your follow-up and turn your smartphone into a cash machine? Would that be okay? Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's talk about a few things. What is a smartphone? Well, nowadays we all have a telephone, but they've turned them into a smartphone or a computer which has applications on it and can access the internet, making it a smartphone. Many different versions, but ones that are used mostly are the iPhone and the Android. Let's talk about the cloud or cloud software. You may have heard of that. Software that runs on the internet is referenced as the cloud. No longer does it exist on your computer or on your phone, but it exists on the internet or on the cloud. One of these specific softwares that I'm going to talk about is Google software. Now, years ago, Google kind of saw what was coming about with smartphones, and they created applications that you can access for free over the internet. One of them is Gmail. You may have a Gmail account or have sent an email to somebody with a Gmail account. Another is the Google Calendar associated with your Gmail account. Again, another free application. Also, there's Google Documents, allowing you to manage and work on a document without the need for an application on your computer. Again, a cloud software. Cloud software is again that information which we access over the cloud. Okay? Being able to effectively follow up with people requires a system, and let's talk about that. To be truly effective and successful, you need a system or a method and tools that you can consistently follow up to be effective. So a method and a process that you can effectively use is called a system. Let's play a game. I'm going to ask you to repeat some things that'll help you remember what we're talking about today. So a process and method that helps you to be more effective is a system. Say it with me. System. Thank you. And one of those parts of the system is an effective tool. It is what? An effective tool. Thank you. An example, an analogy that I like to use is in the ancient times, they needed to get water from one place to the next. In our business, our contacts are our water of our business, helping us to thrive. And we need to be able to access them quickly. Well, when you wanted to get water in the ancient times from one place to the next, you'd go grab a bucket and you'd move it over. Pretty easy. Well, I needed more water to be more effective. So I'd go and I'd grab 2 buckets and I'd carry 2 buckets over. Well, now I need a little more water. So I'd grab 3 buckets and I'd bring 3 buckets over. And pretty soon most of my day is going bucket to bucket, bringing it over, adding more. You can see how this will get a little crazy and not too effective. So they thought they would create a tool. What again? A tool. And this tool got placed into a system. What again? That is a system. They created this large corkscrew. I think you've seen those. You ever open up a wine bottle or you take a screw and put it into wood? It's kind of a corkscrew. They created this large corkscrew which quickly moves large quantities of water from one place to the next. They placed this tool into a system, moved the water from one place to the next, large quantities, very quickly, and they could get back to doing their livelihood or enjoying their day. In much the same way, that's what I'll teach you today, is how to, with an effective tool and a system, to turn this into a cash machine, allowing you to leverage free information and applications over the internet. So you talked a lot about contacts. Contact, who you are, your name, your phone number, the way to contact you, and information that reminds me about the value that we're providing to each other. And contact information is very, very important to you. In fact, it helps me to be able to be more effective. With good contact information, I can quickly remember those things that are valuable. My mind is a limited space, and pretty soon I have more people and more contact, and it's important to me to stay in contact and follow up. Another important aspect is access. You need to be able to access that information quickly. This is a digital age, and the ability to quickly respond can make the difference of improving or damaging a relationship. Another effective piece of that system is follow-up. After I talk with you, how quickly and how effectively do I follow up with you? Call you a few days later, call you a week later, call you months later when I happen to remember that we had a conversation a month ago. Would you agree that follow-up is critical? Yes, I would too. Thank you. So let's talk about that system. What again? We're going to talk about a system. Thank you. And the effective tools of that system. Again, we're going to talk about this effective tools. Thank you. The first tool that I'm going to recommend and that we're going to talk about is Gmail. A Gmail account. Now you may already have one, or you can go and create one today for free. Go and log into Gmail if you don't already have an account and choose a name that's branded to your company or inspires you. I was working with a company called Pet Energetics, and they created a Gmail account called petenergetics@gmail.com for free. I chose to have a Gmail account that inspires me. Alive, A-L-I-V-E, period, the number 2, the letter B, T-R-U-E, true, @gmail.com. So each time I send an email or receive one, I'm reminded my purpose in life is to be alive, to be true. So it worked out really well for me. Once you access and create your Gmail account, the next thing you're going to want to do is pull that information in. Pull in that contact information. It may be on a piece of paper. It may be a card on your desk. It may be stored somewhere. But we want that information stored in one place that's easily able for us to access it. Wherever that information is, pull it into your Gmail account, into your contacts. When you access your Gmail account, you'll be able to see your contacts. Simply add or create name of the person, their company name, their contact number or email address, and a little bit more information about them. You'll see a note area, and that's your opportunity to create a quick note of that relationship or what's important to that person. Again, because Gmail and its contacts are on the internet, you can access that through any device. The next thing that you'll do is on your Android, iPhone, or iPad, you'll synchronize or import the Gmail account and the Gmail contacts into your phone. Now, on my device, I have access to that information anywhere, anytime. Let me give you an example. I've set up my Gmail account, I've added my contacts, and I get a phone call. Oh, I know exactly who it's from because that information is on my device. I can quickly access our last conversation. It's in the notes of the contact, quickly on my device. I get an email. Fantastic. Oh, this is important. I need to contact them. I simply look up their contact record associated with their email address, phone number, dial. I'm in contact with this person right away. Usually the response I get is, I just sent you an email, Brian, and you're calling me right away. Thank you for responding so quickly. Leveraging a tool with an effective system, good follow-up. The next thing that we'll talk about is the calendar. When you log in your Gmail account, you'll see that there's a calendar associated with that. We normally put dates, times, and places into that, and that'll help you. I'm going to give you a free piece of advice. I hope that's okay. Thank you. Of how to leverage that calendar. When you go into your Google Calendar, you'll see you're able to add a calendar. Add a calendar and call it a follow-up calendar. You'll see your dates and times of meetings, and you'll see this follow-up calendar, both overlaid. I can look at the follow-up calendar at any time, and on here we're going to put, you got it, follow-up items. Dates and times when I'm going to follow up with my people. I have imported my information in my calendar into my device. Now on my device, I have who, where, what, and when, my contacts, and that calendar. Let me give you an example. Just get off the phone with a contact. Yes, we want to contact and we want to sit and meet in 2 weeks. I pull up my Gmail calendar, quickly on my device, enter a new appointment, add them as a recipient, and click send. Impressed they're going to be, because we just got off the phone, and now on their device they've got an invitation to a meeting in 2 weeks. They simply hit confirm. I've got an effective meeting in minutes. An effective tool and an effective system. Now we're going to take it a step further. I'm going to give you another piece of great advice. Would that be okay? Thank you. Relationship management is important. You'll quickly find that you've got more relationships than time allows for. So you need to be effective. To be effective requires proper tools and a proper system. Remember we talked about that? We're going to talk about relationship management, and there are tools to be able to help you to do that. One of the tools I'll recommend is HighRiseHQ.com. HighRiseHQ.com. It's you're going to like this, free tool that allows you to create these multiple relationships and easily keep track of who, where, what, and when. There's another tool coming out called VIP Orbit for the iPhone and iPad. Extremely effective. We'll talk about that again sometime. And thanks to my good friend Scott, let me recommend Infusionsoft, if the budget allows that. One of the most effective tools to create a good platform and a good system to help you be your most effective in business. And it depends on what level you're at. But today we'll talk about HighRiseHQ.com. Go to that website and create a free account. You'll export the information from your Gmail account and import it into HighRise. Now, HighRise becomes your source of information. The information you have in HighRise will be your main source of information, and the Gmail contacts will be a copy of that. In HighRise, you'll have the name and date and information and contact information and much more. You can keep track of all their social media contacts, their website, notes about that person. Here's where you leverage it. Set up your HighRise account so that your notifications are sent to your device. For a contact, once I enter them in, I'm going to create a task for that contact to follow up with them. And in the description of that task, I'm going to put their phone number. Because I've set up my HighRise account to make my tasks being sent to my phone, here's how that system will work. I get an alert on my phone. Follow up with Marilyn. Set up an appointment. And there's her phone number. One click, I'm on the phone. We set up and we talk about setting up that appointment. Thank you very much. We've got a date in order to begin to talk about our next set of business. I hang up. Using my Gmail calendar, I create that event. Then I make a quick note in my Gmail contacts. Instantly, I have all the information I need to remind me about our meeting. Now, when I get a moment, I'm going to open my HighRise account, and I'm going to go pull up that contact. I make a note about that contact. It's time and date stamped, so I remember exactly what happened. You begin to create a history you can review in HighRise of who you've contacted and when. Now, I'm going to go to that task and modify that follow-up task. Again, setting it for the future to remind me of when to contact that person. Now you can see that we're starting to put together an effective and leveraged follow-up system, and let's put this together. I get a contact. I enter it into my Gmail. I enter it into my HighRise account. I set a task to contact that person in 2 days. I get a reminder. Contact so-and-so for follow-up. I act. Make a phone call. Great to talk to you. Thank you for meeting with me. Yes, I'd love to follow up with you in 2 days. Let's set up a meeting. Disconnect. Set up a meeting in Google. Synchronized on my device. Then I go to HighRise. Talk with so-and-so. Set up a meeting date. Take that task and move it forward, which will remind me to take action, contact the person, and begin to follow through. Now, you've got a system that repeats itself. An effective system helps you keep in contact and keep that water flowing, which is the lifeblood of your business. I know you probably have a lot of more questions that we have, and I'm sorry that we're out of time, but I do want to help you to be able to reach your goals and be a success this year. So go ahead and send me an email to alive.true@gmail.com. alive@gmail.com. Or take a look at my website at simple-bites.com, or connect with me on Facebook, Facebook/SimpleBytes, SimpleBytes. I will take a look at my resources and find a way to be able to help you to be able to reach your goals and add value to your business. Thank you for taking the time with me today, and I look forward to speaking with you. Have a fantastic day, and be your best, an absolute success at what you do. Thank you.